Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. Remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to being offended, as well as nothing that you see on the Police Accountability Show constitutes legal advice in any way, shape, or form. Please seek out a local lawyer for your local laws. And welcome to another Police Accountability Show. I'm your host, Chad Christophers, and our topic today is a strange one. Is this entire police bad guy, good guy thing just one big sex game? Is it possible? Maybe this is all it is. There's people out there that get off on arresting people, and there's people out there that get off on being chased, arrested, and put in jail. Is that as simple as it is? Do we have criminals or so-called criminals out there that just like the chase, that are just enjoying the game, that like this sexy part of the game? You know what I mean by that? There's a lot of, BDSM sort of sex games out there that are very similar to what's going on with the police here. Now, this is actually a picture of some police officers that were charged for doing gay sex videos, I'm assuming. And I thought it would be, it's pretty funny to me. Anyways, I hope it's not too offensive to you, but it is a video showing the police having sex. And I used it because I think it's funny, but others may not, and I apologize if it is offensive to you. This is a story about how some police officers got busted for having gay sex in uniform. But that comes back to the whole reason why I'm doing this police accountability show. Now, are these people that the officers that are arresting, are they just getting excited? Like, is this just fun for them? And that makes you wonder, like, if they're there just because it is sexually motivating to them to do this job because they want to go around and arrest people, well, is that good for the rest of us? Because these guys don't want to spend all night going around investigating. Is it investigating them that excites them? No. It's just arresting people. And I believe that there are definitely cops out there that are literally just there for that reason. And does that make us safe? Should that be something that we should be looking at as police officers to make sure that they're not, getting sexually excited just doing their job? I mean, is that a bad thing, getting sexually excited to do your job? Maybe not, but it's definitely going to affect them. It's definitely going to affect the officer and how they're thinking about the situation. And there's countless examples. I'm a witness to a cop, taking a girl, and she basically cried saying she's a rape victim, right? I didn't see what the girl was doing wrong, but the officer threw her in the back of her car and took off. This was at a bar where the girl was intoxicated and an officer just came get her, right? So, and we see lots of examples, unfortunately, of that. Officers have been charged with sexual offenses many countless times. So, and that comes back to, okay, so we've talked about the officer side, and there is definitely officers out there, and I think there should be some way to test these people to make sure that they're not just there to play their sex games on the rest of us. And then there's the other side of it, where you have the criminal side where they like to be pursued. Is that what it really is to them? Is it that they just like the game of being arrested, detained, being put in bondage? There certainly are people out there that like that stuff and like being treated that way. And that's the question. Are there people out there that are in jail right now that we're going through this whole legal process, spending fortune, having them arrested, and really they're just getting excited sexually by it? They're just using it to get their jollies off, so to speak. What do you think? Do you think there's people there for that reason? Is there a way to avoid our system being, clogged up with these sexual problems? And not, because that is something that I don't think is approached enough. Is to some people, is this just cops and robbers some sort of big sex game? Say to, BDSM. Is that really what it is for some people? What do you think? Do you think that there are officers and criminals that are just doing it because they, it's their sexual thing and they get off on it. I think that could be the case. And I think that we need a way to test the officers, and we need to find another way to get these people to enjoy their sex games without inconveniencing the police and us spending a fortune on jailing them. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, whether we like it or not, there's people that like to be detained. There's people out there that like to be in bondage. There's people that would like to be in jail. Right? So are they hurting people? Are they stealing from people? Are they committing crimes just to get there? Maybe we should try starting up a jail and seeing if people just don't go live there themselves. I think that would be an interesting experiment to see if people would go and choose the jail life. I think there would be people out there that would choose it, and for a multitude of reasons. So what do you think? Tell me in the comments. Is this Cops and Robbers just some big sex game? Is it just cops who get off on arresting people and perpetrators that want to be arrested because it sexually excites them? Or is everything on the up and up? You tell me in the comments. My name is Chad Christophers. This is the Police Accountability Show. Don't work too hard.